My head hurts. And my throat hurts.
あれ、使命君、気がついたの？
My body is stiff as a board. I can't move.
バカを言うな。目が覚めるのはいつかわからないと医師が言っていただろう。
God damn it. If I had a nickel for every time Shime went into a coma, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot. But it's weird to think it's happened twice. Yamanami said that Saito was on her way towards Okuta and Hijikata.
ほら見て、動いてるって。
I need to hurry to the magistrate's office to let them know I have to save them. Why do they look so weird? A bright light suddenly blinds me.
おうか。
I see 2 familiar faces. My friends. Where is Hijikata and Okuta?
突然どうした？まさか頭をやられたか？
No, he stabbed his hand. No, I mean...
使命君、私が誰だかわかる？
Yeah, your roomie from My Hero Academia. I mean... I do. Rimu and Toyama.
よかった。眠ったまま目を覚まさないかと思ったぞ。
But the good Toyama, not the bad one that locked me up. Him up. What are you talking about? Hazy memories start to come back to me. That's right. I ran from the fire at the shrine.
もう、すごく心配したよ。
短い期間にこう何度も混沌されてはたまったもんじゃない。
Sorry, I must have worried you.
血を流して全身ボロボロで、本当に死んだかと思ったんだからね。
Blood? That's right. I hurt myself to get rid of the drugs.
無理に喋ろうとするな。まだ本調子には程遠いだろうからな。
Yeah, my body is telling me the same thing. I had to get rid of the drugs so that I could move again. The drugs that Yamanami...
使命君？
I remember everything that happened to me. My true history, the hidden truth, and the plot behind it all. And...
目を見開いてどうした？おい、聞いているのか？
the connection between Yamanami and Kagetora Toyama. Can I trust Sakura? Well, considering she's a love interest. Yes?
お水飲む？何かしてほしいことはない？
Oh, what time is it? I look at the calendar, seeing it says it's April 16th. The clock says 6 p.m. It's been almost a full day since that incident. Rimu, give me your hand.
でも無理して動かないでね。
With Rimu's help, I managed to stand. Back to the regular art style. I find that I can move better than I thought. Looks like standing is okay.
でもフラフラしてるし、大丈夫には見えないよ。
医師を呼んでくるから少し待て。絶対に無茶はするな。
Toyama leaves the room silently. I've caused you a fair bit of trouble.
そうだね。いろいろ無茶して迷惑ばっかりかけちゃって。
Sorry.
それは私じゃなくて、使命君のことをもっと心配している人に言ってあげて。
While Rimu was still speaking, someone opens the door to the room and comes in. Kome.
使命兄様！
Kome runs over and slowly falls into my arms. I catch her happily, using my open right hand to pat her head.
よかった。よかった。使命兄 様、本当にご無事で。
Kome shakes in my arms. Sorry to worry you.
心配しました。本当に心配しました。本当に心配しました。
Sorry. They were another step ahead of us.
そんなこと違うんです。私がわがままを言ったばかりに、私が可愛い小梅であることにこだわったばかりに、指名兄様をこんな目に。
It's okay. That wasn't it at all. You didn't do anything wrong, Kome. She sheds tears for me. A small girl blaming herself for what happened. If what she said was true, they are related. Yeah, but they're step-siblings. Right? That's the difference. They have different mums. Both dead. And different but the same dad. Also dead. I have no words to comfort her. I am overcome with emotion myself.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。私を許さないでください。私は皆さんを危険に巻き込んでしまいました。ごめんなさい。
What are you crying about, Kome?
だって指名兄様がこんな目に遭うなんて。
You said so yourself. If our positions were reversed, I'd do the same thing. I returned the sweet words Kome gave me in jail. You didn't get us involved in this. You got involved of your own free will.
私に出会わなければ、私が可愛い小梅を続けなければ、こんなことには。
I mean, look, it makes more sense now why both of them have white hair, right? Silly. You're our clerk, yet you forget these things. Because, like, well, no. Actually, yeah, it doesn't make sense for Shimei to have white hair because his dad had black hair, right? Just as I am Shimei Oka, you are the Nakamachi Magistrate's office. I can't fucking speak. Did Kome on your list change? No. You are the Nakamachi Magistrate's office's clerk, Kome Kawai. Being the Shogun's descendant has nothing to do with it. Considering that you are also the Shogun's descendant. This room, are a magistrate and clerk. I'll enter the trust that I put in myself.
はい。私は中町奉行所の書記、可愛い小梅です。
Yes, you're very thoughtful, and give it your all. We're very proud to have you.
はい。
Magistrate can't do his job without a clerk. Let's stop the tears here.
はい。
Well, Kome, would you mind letting go of me now? It's a little embarrassing. Kome's cheeks pink, and she leaps away from me. Behind her, Toyama and the doctor watch over us with smiles.
ごめんなさい。突然。
Alright? Well, listen, all I'm saying is that I was way louder last stream.
いやいや、私も二人きりだったらそうしてたし、さくらちゃんもそうでしょ。
私はそんな恥ずかしいことはしない。
やっぱり恥ずかしいことを人前で私。
いや、 別に小梅が恥ずかしいことをしているというわけではなくて。
It really feels like I'm home. Watching my friends have a small conversation, it's as if the world is opening up again.
使命くん、とりあえず医師の人から見てもらってね。
Yeah. My body is tougher than I thought. The exam finishes quickly, and they don't find anything out of the ordinary. Even the cut I made on my arm isn't too deep. Wait, arm? I thought he stabbed his hand. What do you? Whoa, I didn't. And I'm given written permission. Even the cut I made in my arm isn't too deep, and I'm given written permission to move as I please.
よかったな。これですぐに現場に復帰できる。
Okay, that's even more risky, right? Like, okay, you stab your hand, right? That's less of a risk of you damaging it permanently. You stab your arm, you could lose function. You could lose all function in your hand, and you could like, okay, it may be a bit dumb. The scene? You mean I have to go back to the prison?
いえ、北町奉行所の方で指名人様の罪を裁かず釈放とする声明が出されています。
Yeah, nothing suspicious about that. Not definitely not. What happens if he hit a vein? That's what I mean, right? Like, the wrist is like the obvious part you shouldn't stab because you'll most definitely lose functionality in your hand if you do that, right? But the rest of your arm isn't safe either, even if it's mostly muscle and bone. But Yamanami and Kagetora working together. I mean, like, that's the thing. They had to have worked together, right? If they didn't, why else would they set up this whole plot so that Yamanami could kidnap him while he's in prison, right? Like, where were they while he was getting kidnapped? Other than doing jack all because they're working together. If they wanted to kill me off, they wouldn't let me go.
それよりも使命くん、神社で一体何があったの？
Oh, right. At the shrine. Should I tell them about Yamanami? About me? About my father? About the people trying to start a revolution? One thing at a time, buddy. You don't need to tell them everything. You can just say who kidnapped you. And I can't say that Kagetora and Toyama aren't connected. I can't really remember.
まあ、無理して今思い出さなくてもいいだろう。
はい、今は体調を大事にしてください。
If I told Rimu and Kome, they'd learn things they shouldn't know. It'd put them in even more danger than they already are. Besides, I need to find out what happened while I was out first. That's right. If this is the infirmary, Kondo is here as well, right?
近藤さんは使命くんがいなくなったと同時に現場復帰したよ。
Went back to the office with that injury? Is he okay?
少なくとも今の大岡よりかは大丈夫だ。
今は中町奉行所で待機しているはずです。
He has a lot of info to get them killed if he tells them. I mean, yeah, but like, he doesn't need to tell them everything. If it's with Kondo, I can probably have this conversation. The fact that Yamanami has betrayed us, and this sudden revelation happening right behind our backs. There's so much I want to ask and talk about. Let's go back to the Nakamachi Magistrate's office. When we arrive at the office, the sun has set, and it's dark. Magistrate of Nakamachi, Shimeoka, has returned.
他の大使から司祭を聞いた。体調に問題はないようで安心したぞ。
She's not dead. Thank God.
それから平賀君、小梅君、そして遠山君、使命君の看病ご苦労だった。
Is it safe to tell Kondo? It is safer to tell Kondo, considering that he, you know, saved his life. So he's definitely more trusted in Kondo than most of them.
はい、私たちのおかげで見ての通りピンピンして帰ってきました。医師が言うには特に動いても問題ないと。
Here are the people okay, look. Here are the people he could probably trust the most. Formei, obviously. Rimu, probably. Kondo, probably. Hijikata and Okta. Maybe. Sakura, probably not, because obviously she's a Toyama, right? Yamanami was trusted, and see what happened. Komei and Rimu probably the most. Yeah.
人並み以上に体が丈夫だったみたいです。
I take a good look around the situation room. As I thought, I don't see Yamanami around. Rimu, Komei, Toyama and I. Kondo, Okta. Where's Hijikata? I don't see Hijikata.
使命君、一体何があって桜田神社にいたんだ。
He doesn't remember. I don't remember.
どこから記憶がない。
Someone stole me from my cell, and that's it. Judging by how Kondo and Okta are reacting, then I know what Yamanami did to me. I have to be careful about how I tell them, lest I cause a scene.
そうか。だがゆっくりもしていられない。思い出したらすぐにでも教えてくれ。
Yes. Also, have you seen Hijikata at all?
そうそう。昨日の夜からずっと見てないんだよ。
Right.
それについてはシノから話がある。
Seems that something has happened to Okita and Hijikata, like Yamanami said.
私もその司祭はまだ聞いていません。新選組の内部で何かあったんですか？
山並とも連絡が取れていない。何か良くないことが起こっているのは確かだ。
遠山、お前は北町に行くんだろ。だったら私の話なんか聞かずにさっさと行け。
Okuta's words are full of animus toward Toyama. I wonder why. Considering it was Kagetora who locked me away, it makes sense.
沖田ちゃん、ちょっとその言い方はないんじゃないの？
黙れ。私は今遠山と話をしている。
ですが、桜お姉様は仲町奉行所の仲間です。だから。
Yeah, and do you know who else was one of yous? Fucking Yamanami.
遠山は大岡を捕らえた遠山影虎の娘。こちらの情報は与えられない。
Kondo watches this back and forth without stopping Okita. I'm also questioning how Toyama is related to this, to the incident.
何か誤解があるようだから、この際はっきりと言っておく。私は中町奉行所所属の奉行代理だ。北町の所属ではない。
信じろと。
そこは任せる。ただ知っての通り、私は嘘が大嫌いだ。
Okita glances over at Kondo. But as if ignoring that, Kondo closes his eyes. Then there's just one thing for me to do. Okita, I trust Toyama.
だからなんだ。
I'm telling you that the Nakamaji Magistrate's office trusts Sakura Toyama.
仲間奉行がそう判断したのなら異論はない。
近藤さん。
使命君のために俺は新選組を動かした。その使命君が信じるならば俺も信じる。シノ、お前はまっすぐで正しい。だがもう少し気遣いを覚えた方がいい。
Listen, okay? This is why she's right there at the top. Yamanami's still at 0. We don't talk about why she's still at 0.
はい。
Okta looks down a little, muttering something softly to herself. She doesn't seem entirely convinced yet.
父上がどういった判断で王が
Alright, Sakura, tell us again what you just said.
父上がどういった判断で大岡を捕らえたのかは私は何も聞いていない。
Really?
ああ、私が知ったのはお前が牢から抜け出した、いや誘拐された後だ。
昨日はずっと北町奉行所で何をしていたんですか？
書類整理だ。父上から頼まれて幕府の歴史などを洗いざらい調べていた。
それって露骨な時間稼ぎっていうか。
MC's first kiss with Yamanami. And that's the... And that's canon.
そうだろうな。まあ詮索しても仕方ない。
さて、少し時間を置いたところでシノ、そろそろいいか？
わかりました。ことが起きたのは大岡、お前が捕まってからだ。
As soon as I was locked up.
お前を救う対策を練っていた時だ。とにかく皆が何をすべきかを討論していた。
確か小梅ちゃんに使命君を頼んで、私は事件資料を漁ってて。
土方は局長のところへ向かった。作戦室には私と山並さんだけが残っていた。裏切り者ですか？
ええ、新選組の内部に裏切り者がいるわ。
Bro.
斎藤いろは。
彼女は影虎に仕えているようなものだから、その可能性は十分にあり得るわね。
ならば他には一体誰が？
まだわからない。だけど確かな情報がある。深夜に赤橋を通って局長を襲撃するということ。これだけが今わかっているわ。
近藤さんは？
局長は私が守る。しのちゃんは深夜に赤橋を通る裏切り者を始末して。
わかりました。相手は新選組の大使なんですよね。
そう。誰が来ても殺しなさい。相手も殺すつもりで来るはず。任せたわよ。
はい。必ず裏切り者を殺してきます。山並さんに頼まれたことだった。だから私は赤橋へ向かった。
Okta would never even imagine it might be a lie. No, at the time, even I would have taken her word at face value. And everyone else in this room, other than me, still trusted Yamanami.
それから私は山並さんの言う通りに赤橋で裏切り者を待ち伏せた。
There isn't a cloud in the sky, even though it's late at night. With the moon, it's rather bright out. Akabashi is only one path between the infirmary and the main road. But without it, you'd have to detour to another bridge, and the security there would be much tighter. So the quickest and easiest path to the infirmary is over it.
来るなら来い。
In the silent darkness of the night, I rest my weight on the moonlit handrail. I don't remember all the soldiers' names, but I know their faces. Whoever I'm about to take down will be someone I've shared meals with.
ためらってはダメだ。すべては局長のため。近藤さんを守るためだ。
And then it's gonna be Hijikata, right? I know from experience hesitation costs lives. No matter who it is I face off against, the moment they greet me, I'll kill them. I'll cut them down before they even have a chance to touch their sword. Fair and square is out of the question at this point. This is an exchange of lives, payment for betraying us. Yep, there it is. In the distance, a shadow. My attention is stolen by a large shadow slowly making its way towards me. There is a longer than usual sword at his waist, but his gait doesn't hint at its length. But the size of his arms, you can tell the man has trained himself well. There, beyond the shadow of a doubt, is the soldier I've trained with more than anyone. Toshikaze Hijikata. Hijikata.
おお、起きたじゃねえか。こんなところで。
Hijikata approaches me casually, hand waving. Immediately, wordlessly, I close with him and lunge, aiming for his heart. Hijikata instantly twists his body, pulling his sword out as he evades. I thought I had him, but by the barest of margins, my strike is evaded.
奇襲失敗か。
We both take steps back, studying each other carefully from our protective stance.
てめえ、一体何の真似だ。
Ready to fight, Hijikata shows no opening, even as he shouts.
厄介な相手だ。
I don't answer his question, but do raise my sword, showing I'm ready to battle it out. Hijikata leans his body forward, raising his long sword to a resting place above his shoulder. After a brilliant attack that hits nothing but air, before I can even pull my sword back, Hijikata rushes forward. Taking an attack backed by his weight straight on might even bend my sword. Then I have no choice but to evade. I dive low to escape the long sword's blow and manage to roll behind Hijikata. There is once again space between us.
お前、自分が何をしているのか分かってんのか。
私も驚いてる。まさかお前が相手になるとは思わなかった。
俺は近藤局長にどうしても会わなきゃならない。そこをどいてくれ。
悪いな。私はここを通すなと言われている。
誰の命令だ。
知らなくていい。どうせここで死ぬ。
だったらお前を通してでもここを通らせてもらう。
Before he finishes speaking, Hijikata pulls his longsword back, attacking once more.
間合いは十分。ならば避けずに受け流す。
I hold my position and use my sword to deflect. See, if it was Hijikata and Okuta against Saito, she wouldn't stand a chance, right? But it's see, this is the smart plan of having Hijikata and Okuta against themselves, and then afterwards something, you know, it's Raging Strike, I repel or redirect, letting the onslaught flow more like water off a duck's back. Excuse me?
隙を見逃すな。必ず隙ができるはずだ。
I'm not concentrating on Hijikata's sword, but his body. I won't miss an opportunity. My moment will come. Even without looking at his sword, every move of his has been burned into my mind, my body. My sword moves to block all on its own. I dodge every fierce blow at the very last second. But Hijikata's movements are faster than I anticipated. It's not that I'm waiting for an opening. It's not that I'm waiting for an opening now. It's all I can do just to avoid getting hit. His attacks are heavy, strong, and quick. It's impossible to interrupt them.
これ以上受け流すことは無理。
Unable to hold back, I kick off the ground at full force, jumping away to create some space. I never thought that Hijikata was this strong. He was, yeah, bro was holding back during the sparring sessions. I've never lost to him in practice, not once. But that doesn't mean I underestimated him. I'm going at him with all I have. If I had to pinpoint the difference, I'd say it's the difference between steel and wood swords. And the fact that his attacks have just that little bit more range than normal.
斬撃が重く鋭いのは上等のせいか。
悪いな。稽古では負けてばかりだが、今回ばかりは負けられねえ。これが最後通告だ。これ以上邪魔をするのならば、本気で殺す。
I can hear the determination in his voice. If he's the same as me.
負けられないのは私も同じだ。誰一人ここを通さない。たとえこの命に変えてもだ。
Through the mist, I inch toward Hijikata, my blade held horizontally. This is my favorite stance. I pose optimized for one-on-one combat.
付き合ってやるよ。
My favorite stance. But he has the same stance. Hijikata's stance is similar, but the slight turn in his blade means he's on the defensive. We're now close enough for our swords to touch. They're touching tips.
悔いて死ね。
Using all of my strength, I force myself forward, charging him with attacks from every direction. Hijikata uses everything he has just to block and evade my flurry of slashes. His eyes drop slightly to the ground. I won't miss his chance. I immediately thrust my sword upward, slashing down at him.
かかったな。
With one moment, that one moment was all it took for Hijikata's longsword to disarm me. Well, my sword falls into the river as if drawn into a maelstrom. It was a trap. In my heart, I believed that Hijikata would never resort to trickery. That was the one small mistake that led to my downfall. She really did underestimate him, though. All I have on my waist is a sheath. I dislike the weight of carrying a shorter sword, and I've never regretted anything more. I try to take a retreating step, but Hijikata presses forward with no mercy.
しまいだ。
Putting the strength in his sword, he slashes at me with all he has. I pull back, dodging the longsword by just a hair. But with the handrail behind me, I have no more room to retreat. Hijikata won't let me escape. He raises his sword high, swinging down at me. Even if I were to dodge to the side, I wouldn't escape the reach of that longsword. I take my sheath in hand and somehow manage to block. Sword cuts halfway through the sheath and stops.
勝負はついた。これ以上抵抗するなら容赦しねえぞ。
お前を命に変えても通さない。
I don't know, it had more weight in Lord of the Rings, that's all. If I let Hijikata through, it's the commander's life. In that case, even if it costs my own, even if it's a 1 in a million chance, I'll hit him with all I can. Probably going to sneak attack him. That's what I thought was going to happen when he swung down at Okata, but not yet. In a last-ditch bid to push him away, I put all my strength behind my sheath.
そうか。お前には悪いが、ここは通させてもらう。
Hijikata redoubles the pressure, forcing his blade down with his body weight. I can't beat Hijikata in a contest of strength. Slowly yet surely, his sword cuts deeper into my sheath, inching towards my neck.
こんな形で勝ちたくなかったぜ。起きた。
Hijikata presses down harder still.
叶わないか。
I know it's either going to be Saito or it's going to be Kondo. Just as I begin to feel, just as I begin to give in. Well, like I said, it was going to be one of the two. From behind Hijikata and to his left, Iraha Saito dashes in, short sword raised. Hijikata tries to stop the stab with his left hand, but I see the sword cut into his arm. And with the force of the strike, Hijikata falls over the handrail and down below.
どうして私を助けた。
Because she's the traitor, and then she wants to... Saito ignores my question, looking over the handrail, checking on Hijikata's whereabouts.
よし。
Then turns on her heel and leaves. If she isn't here to save me, then could it be...
そういうことか。
I thought the traitor was Hijikata.
待て、どこへ行く。止まれ。
I scramble back to my feet and take off after Saito. But I couldn't find any trace of her, and I failed to catch her.
これが私と土方の身に起きた一部始終だ。
No way. What happened to Hijikata after that?
行方不明だ。
Which means... See, I wasn't gonna say it, but after he fell into the river, I knew he wasn't going to be dead, right? They haven't found a body, which means he's not dead yet. He's gonna come back.
嘘。
When is he gonna come back? I don't know, but he will.
あいつはこんなことで死ぬような男じゃない。必ず生きて戻ってくるはずだ。
Man at unit. Yeah, he's smart enough. He should be smart enough to know what's going on, right? He probably knows Okta was set up to believe that he was the traitor. obviously him being stabbed in the back, in the arm by Saito gives it away, obviously, that Saito was in on it as a, right? The information, he was given information by probably Yamanami that there would be a traitor at Akabashi Bridge, right? So he might also, you know, look, I'll be surprised if he puts that together, that Yamanami was also in on it. But failing after being stabbed like that, falling after being stabbed like that, it'd be stranger if he survived. You sure? I don't know. If I had a nickel for every time someone was stabbed in stabbed in the arm and survived in this chapter, I'd have 2 nickels. I'm making this joke again. Soon to be 3, because the way Hijikata died, it's too anticlimactic. Alright? That's all I'm gonna say. If Hijikata is alive, he'll come back. If he doesn't...
王か。お前に何があったかはわからない。
he stabbed himself in the arm. That's the difference, right? Kondo and Kondo and Hijikata, they were stabbed in the arm by Saito, I think. I maybe. And Shime was stabbed in the arm by himself.
だが、お前が無事なように、土方も無事だ。絶対だ。
Okta.
信じろ。そうでなくては私は自分が許せない。
そうだよね。土方くんがこんなことで倒れるはずないもんね。
Remove. Are you sure?
大丈夫。大丈夫だよ。大丈夫に決まってる。よし！しょげてる暇なんてないからね。から元気も元気のうち。今は前を向くこと。
He would be a target now. Right. Hijikata knows too much now. Right? He knows more. Well, he probably knows as much as Okta. But it's definitely confirmed after he was stabbed by Saito. So, he'd have a massive target on his back. Which is why he's in hiding. Right? Other than, you know, healing from his wound or whatever.
そうでしょ、使命くん。
Yeah, you're right. If we stop here, we'll only fall farther behind. But if a tragedy is waiting, it can wait until after the case.
話の続きになるが、斉藤さんはどうして沖田を助けたんだ？
裏切り者だというのならば、お二人を殺すはずではないでしょうか。
理由はわからない。
Saito didn't kill Okta because she's a main love interest. Okay, that's the problem. Okta has a route, and that's why she couldn't have killed Saito. Saito couldn't have killed Okta.
そもそも山並がシノにそんなことを命令していたなんて俺は知らなかった。
Really?
あいつが独断で動くのは今に始まったことではないが。
Yamanami hadn't said a thing to Kondo despite working with him for years. Then, under those orders, did she decide to attack me?
山並が何かに巻き込まれて必死になっているのだけは確かだ。
Can't we question Kitamachi and force him to bring us Iraha Saito?
今ここで北町の中町が争っているところを町民に見せるわけにはいかない。
Really? It only caused a scene.
そうだ。あくまでも協力している風を装え。遠山君、分かっているな。
Right, yeah, no. Somehow, right? Somehow, even though Futabate was also in the fucking courthouse, there hasn't been any mention of the magistrate getting arrested by Kitamachi's magistrate, right? Obviously, that really. So much for journalistic integrity.
言われなくとも承知しています。
それに斎藤に関してはまだ問題がある。
Is there another incident I don't know about?
それについては平賀君、説明を頼む。
はい、かいつまんだ話になりますけども。
Is someone else dead? Don't tell me you were attacked.
いやいや、そうじゃないよ。襲われたのは私じゃなくて山並さん。
God damn it. Come again? Why is she being brought up again? I need to hear that again to believe it. But Yamanami and Saito connected?
今朝、奉行所の庭を掃除してたの。その時はまだ使命君が牢から誘拐されたって知らなかったからね。山並さんが裏口から怪しい感じで出て行ったのが見えたの。なんだろうって不思議に思っちゃって少し後をつけたんだけど。
You lost her.
そう、さすが山並さんだなって思ったら空き家から話し声が聞こえてきた。少し開いてる窓から中を覗いたらちょうど山並さんが斉藤さんに襲われてた。
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a setup. Yamanami probably knew Rimu was fucking watching her, whatever.
私はびっくりしちゃって思わず声を上げた。そしたら斉藤さんが私を冷たく睨んで静かに去っていったの。
What happened to Yamanami after that?
最初に言った通り、山並や土方と同じく行方不明だ。
Yamanami told me that Saito was going to attack Okuta and the Shinsengumi. Did they have a falling out? Or did she try to kill her because she couldn't convince me? The more I think about it, the more confused I get. No, first of all, is it even okay to trust that what Yamanami said?
使命君が倒れている間に起こったことは今のところ以上だ。
Okay, surely now.
聞きたいことはあるか?
Surely he says something. Oh, how was I saved?
火消しの方々が見つけてくださったんです。最初は救護所で看病していたらしいのですが、火消しの人の中に指名新様を知っている人がいまして、私たちに連絡が来ました。
Recognized me?
前一緒に長屋火災を消火したじゃん。あの中の一人だったみたい。
You have more than the few firefighters than... Wait, how many firefighters do they have? That there is enough of them where they wouldn't be at the same... That they wouldn't be... What am I saying? They have enough firefighters on call so that there is enough for 2 fires, essentially. Right? I see. If I'd been taken straight to the infirmary, Rimu and the others would have known about me first thing today. But if they only got me here after first aid from the firefighters, then I can understand Rimu's actions this morning. What did Yamanami do in such little time?
どうした？何か思い出したのか？
Fuck! Fuck, man! God damn it! No, it didn't. I've overlooked something. Both Saito and Yamanami are part of the Shinsengumi. can I really believe that Kondo has no idea about either of their betrayals? What if Hijikata was killed because he's always been so close with Rimu and me? Then why wasn't Rimu killed? Why? Rimu isn't dead. Okta isn't dead. Yamanami's definitely not dead. Hijikata's definitely not dead. If Okta and the rest of the Shinsengumi were actually on the other side of the situation, I still don't remember. I just can't shake off my suspicions.
そうか。まあ今日は病み上がりだ。ゆっくり休んだ方がいいだろう。
Bro, he's gonna have to go through a whole Sakura character arc.
それで、しめ君、明日からは何をどうする？
I'll begin the investigation tomorrow morning. Until then, everyone please get some rest.
わかった。シノ、俺は療養所へ帰る。共に来い。
わかりました。
You're not staying here?
荷物や資料を置きっぱなしでな。今日だけはあっちに泊まろうと思う。それからみんなも奉行所ではなく寮に泊まることだ。大使が夜間見回りをしているから町は安全と言っていい。
明日ここでまた会おう。それから遠山。
なんだ？
なんでもない。大岡はお前を信じると言った。忘れるな。
Yeah, but he trusts her as much as he trusts the rest of you, which is not very much. Kondo and Okta take their papers and leave the situation room.
さて、では私たちも帰るとするか。
そうだね。使命君も今日は無理しないでしっかり休まないとダメだからね。資料は私がまとめて執務室に置いておきます。
Yeah, thanks. I always trusted Yamanami. Even now, I want to believe it was all a lie. But what she did to me, I don't know who to trust anymore, who to suspect. So I head back to the dorm, not speaking a word of what Yamanami told me.
はあ、もうダメ。今日はいろいろありすぎて疲れ果てた。
寝るなら自分の部屋で寝ろ。それと寝る前に風呂に入れ。
今日はもう疲れたからいいよ。時間も遅いし。
気が晴れるし、肉体的にも疲労が回復する。休めるうちに休んだ方がいい。
まあ確かに明日は忙しくなりそうだし、じゃあお風呂に入ってから寝よっか。つうことで小梅ちゃんも一緒にレッツラゴー。指名兄様も後から入られますよね。
Yeah, but I'm still healing, so if I fall asleep, let me sleep for now.
わかりました。それではまた明日。
Koumei and Rimu hurry towards the bath.
おうか。お前も今日は考えたりせず、ちゃんと体を休めろ。
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
ではな。
Toyama heads towards the bath, and I to my bedroom. I take a seat in front of my desk, staring out at the night from my circular window. The unchanging night sky, the unchanging cherry blossoms. All that has changed is the people. I never got to tell anyone in the end. Who is working with Yamanami, who is giving her directions. If I talk to someone, even I can trust them. Even if I can trust them, that could make them the next target. When I think of that, I don't really want to rely on anyone. But in that case, what should I do? At times like these, I really wish Hijikata was here. And then he shows up. If he was here, I could tell him about what's happening at the Shinsengumi and what happened to me after what happened to me as well. Even if he was targeted, he's strong enough that he could turn it back on them. But he's not here.
Oh, ka.
Oh, I wish if only it was Hijikata. While I contemplate this, the door to my room suddenly opens. I turn to see Toyama standing in the entrance. Weren't you supposed to be in the bath? What's wrong? Toyama suddenly makes her way over to me, her face approaching my ear.
斎藤いろはは山並彩香にはめられている。裏切り者ではない。
That I believe. Look. Saito? Sakura, how do you know? I mean, it makes the most sense that she would know, considering that Saito has the biggest connection to fucking her dad. Not fucking her dad, but her dad. Maybe fucking on the side, but still. What?
誰かに聞かれては困る。これ以上は話せない。
Fuyama pulls away from me, heading for the door. Fuyama, wait, what is going? She turns back to look back at me. Okay, but still takes her leave. Saito was framed. What could that mean? Based on what rumors saw, it's clear that Saito and Yamanami weren't working together. But I don't see how that could possibly have been a setup. It makes no sense. It isn't as if Yamanami was just one-sidedly attacked without fighting back. And what about the fight between Okita and Hijikata? I can't follow this at all. I don't understand. If Toyama is telling me about Saito, is she really Kagetora's messenger? Did she tell me that just to confuse me? What is going on? I lean forward onto my desk, head in my hands, and my fan falls from its resting place in my inner pocket. The fan my father gave me. Well, at times like these, I need to calm myself and look at reality. I take the fan in hand and open it against the moonlight. The moonflower represents a sinful person, and the words show my father's commitment, divine justice. Wait, what's this? Behind the text, I can see other I can see other faded letters. Humane justice. Law tempered by empathy, with the beating human heart. The new version was clearly written over the old. My father might have preached humane justice. The path of the people, was that all a lie? Was this a reminder to himself to deliver the impartial justice of heaven? My head is pounding. The more I think, the less anything even pretends to make sense. I lie back on the tatami mats, but beneath me, head still in my hands, and close my eyes.